Hey everyone, I am Pion and welcome to Pion's Perspective. Today with another Strife patch episode for the Strife patch 0.4.8. Let's get started. So this patch brings a new hero, 3 new items, the ping and the chat wheel, and a bunch of important bug fixes. Let's get started, shall we? First off on the list, obviously, is a new hero. He's called Saku and he's a support hero. His first ability is Bioswarm, channels a swarm of bugs in target direction, dealing massive damage and shredding enemy armor and magic armor. His W is Sticky Trap, spawns an invisible trap at target location. Enemies who activate it take damage and are temporarily immobilized, up to 2 active traps. And the E is Mending Pod, spawns a pod that grows over 10 seconds. Once matured, allies can consume the pod to restore a large amount of health and mana. The ultimate is Death's Embrace, and target ally to protect them from death for 6 seconds. Should they die in this time, they will be revived shortly after, along with several roaches. Roaches deal damage and slow both attack speed and movement speed. So it's a support hero. That's nice because we don't have too many support heroes right now, so we're getting another one in the mix. I'm personally dislike the ultimate because I don't like that mechanic. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know. I hate to play against something like that. Tell me your opinion on that in the comments below if you like. I would be interested in knowing if other people like or dislike this reviving or save from death ultimate mechanic. Anyway, let's get to the items, shall we? Because that's a very interesting topic. We get 3 new items. The first one is Arcane Emblem, 2100 gold, crafted with 3 power shards, and it grants 5 power and penetrates 18 magic armor. So this feels very, very, very strong for a caster item. I will talk about this in a second. Let's go over the enchantments really quick first. Siphoning, 3% magic lifesteal for 180 gold. Focus, increase magic penetration by 5, but lose 5 magic armor on your hero for 100 gold. And Heritage, each time you deal magic damage to a hero, permanently gain 4 max mana, stacks 25 times for 250 gold. So Siphoning gives magic lifesteal. Magic lifesteal is so far not very good in Strife. I'm not sure if this will change anything. It's probably not good either, but we will see. Heritage, it's okay. I mean, it's basically 1 mana for 250 gold. This can be useful in some builds, I guess. In theory, at least, because it's quite gold efficient. But I think it gets outshined by Focus, which is pretty amazing. 5 magic penetration for 1 gold. You lose 5 magic armor, granted, but I don't think that's too big of a deal for most heroes, or for most casters at least. I'm not sure. I guess time will tell, but I think Focus is the to-go enchantment here on my first impression. And I did some math, and the Arcane Emblem of Focus costs 2,200 gold and gives 23 magic armor penetration and 5 power, obviously. So let's compare that to the Grimoire. The Grimoire, let me take a look at my notes. The Grimoire costs 3,215 gold, so 1,015 gold more, gives 14 power, so 9 power more, and 35% magic armor penetration. So the Grimoire is known for being super strong, like being basically after the Fellblade the most gold efficient magic damage item in the game. So every caster builds it normally as soon as possibly mid game, and it's very, very efficient against tanks who stack magic armor, obviously, but it's pretty good against carries and stuff as well, because it's just overall very, very strong for magic damage. So I thought to myself, okay, let's compare these 2 items. When is the 35% magic armor penetration the same as the 23 magic armor penetration, or flat magic armor penetration, I get from the Arcane Emblem of Focus? And math told me that is the case for 66 magic armor. So the Grimoire magic armor penetration gets stronger than the Arcane Emblem of Focus when the target has more than 66 magic armor. This means when it's below her, then the Arcane Emblem is just stronger. Well, it gives 9 power less, granted, but I think the magic penetration is the more important part of the item here. And to give you an idea of what 66 magic armor is, a level 15 Vermilion with the dampening cloak of resistance has 56 magic armor, so it's 10 less. So I have the feeling Arcane Emblem is really, really strong. Like, Grimoire was super strong for casters anyway, and for squishies, Arcane Emblem, when the target is a squishy, the Arcane Emblem is even stronger or more gold efficient. It's obviously a little less slot efficient, but still. I have the feeling most casters will go starting item into boots, into Arcane Emblem, into Grimoire now. If not rushing the Arcane Emblem. It's only a 3-component tier 3 item, so maybe that's a possibility as well. So I don't know, this might need a nerf, we will see. Let's go for the next item, Oracle's Trinket. 3,135 gold, crafted with the Power Crystal and the Clarity Stone. Activate to remove all stuns, slows, and provide 50% stun slow reduction for 2 seconds. If a stun slow is successfully removed, heal your hero by 180 scales with power. So this is basically a new stone skin after the stone skin got changed. So this is your new cleanse. Gives us a 3rd cleanse in the game, well, 4th cleanse in the game. There's Pincer, Inertia Boots, and Antimatter Shield by Vex, or from Vex. So now we have the Oracle's Trinket, which everybody can buy. So this is pretty good because people have more choice in pets and boots again. So this is pretty nice to see. And in general, giving us more cleanse abilities makes it easier to ignore, well, it makes it easier to survive the stunlock meta right now. The enchantment, the first enchantment is pretty, no, the second enchantment is pretty crazy. Let's talk about the first ones first. Concentration, successfully removing stuns, slows, also restores 100 mana for 150 gold. And Diligence, reduce items activation cooldown by 20 seconds, 200 gold. This item normally has a 60-second cooldown, so with that enchantment it's 40 seconds, which is pretty good, in my opinion. So the plus side is Hexbane basically got nerfed with that, which is good because Hexbane was too strong right now, or was before this patch. The bad thing is tanks have an even easier time crushing through, like you cannot stop people anymore. Like you can stack up to 3 cleanses on one hero. You probably will not, but this just made it even easier to stack cleanses. And while I like getting, here's the thing, I like getting nerfs to the stunlock meta right now because we have a few very strong stuns like the Hexbane. Well, it's not a stun, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying stun. We have Ray and Melody, which have awesome CC, and a bunch of other heroes which have really good CC as well. And some of them are really long, for example the Hexbane, as I said. So the Hexbane is very annoying right now and dominates the meta a little bit. And it's nice to see that nerf by getting cleanses, but at the same time, having too many cleanses and making it too easy to get cleanses makes tanks super strong because you cannot stop them anymore. If the tank just runs through your front line and gets to your carries because you cannot stop him anymore, that's a bit of a problem, I think, but that might be my personal preference, I'm not sure. We will see how this turns out. I would have preferred to see a nerf to Hexbane, to be honest, instead of giving us another cleanse, but having another cleanse in general is good because, as I said, it gives you more choice for boots and pets. But yeah, I don't know. We will see how this turns out in the long run. So the third new item is a Titan Slayer, 5,150 gold, crafted with Agility Relic, Power Crystal, and a Health Shard. And it gives you attack damage. Your auto attacks deal additional damage equal to 5% of your target's max health. And you have 2 enchantments. Devastation adds damage equal to 2% of your hero's max HP for 500 gold. And Constitution increases damage percentage by 2 while above 75 HP for 350 gold. So this is basically, well, yeah, crushing mace in different, I guess, a little bit. I'm really interested in this Devastation enchantment. So first to note, though, Titan Slayer doesn't scale with power, like at all. It just doesn't. Because the 5% does not scale. It just scales with your enemy's max HP. And your enchantments don't scale with your power either. So I have the feeling, well, this item actually scales very well with attack speed, so it will get used on attack speed heroes, I think. So for example, 1 million maybe. I have the feeling that this item might actually be a very, very good late game item for some tanks, though, especially with the Devastation. Well, only with the Devastation enchantment. Like you go for a super amount of HP for your hero, and then you get a Titan Slayer of Devastation late game. That could hurt. That could hurt quite a bit. We'll see. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just in my mind, but maybe it's good. I don't know. I have a feeling. This item is super expensive though, so it's actually super late game, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm interested in seeing those new items in action, and I'm happy that they are here. But let's get to the next topic, which is the ping wheel. Nice, finally, ping and chat wheel 2. Well, the feature that got promised since early closed beta, so since January or so, and it's finally here. It's pretty good. It's very easy to use, has a lot of useful messages and stuff. I really like it. Basically, if you alt click, you have 4 different pings, and if you hold V, you have, I think, 8 or so different chat messages. It's pretty neat. It's really, really neat. It's really good. It's a good addition to the game. Makes it easier to communicate with people who do not speak the same language as you, and that's pretty cool. The daily spin from the Strife mobile app is now usable in the Strife launcher. Great, thanks. We don't have to log into that thing anymore. And change to account boost as well. Very important, actually. So there are, well, first, you cannot purchase the lifetime boost anymore. I will talk about it again in a second, though. Therefore, there is a 1 day, 3 day, 7 day, and 30 day boost now. I think the 30 days cost 100 gems, and those give you 50% more XP and 50% more resources. God damn it, elixirs and seals. So you have a resource boost now, and everyone who got the permanent boost, which is not available anymore before this patch, will still have it, and it will give the commodity boost as well. So everyone who got the lifetime boost gets 50% more resources for the rest of his life. That's great. Thank you, S2. I love you. I knew that was a good deal when I purchased that boost. I'm not now getting paid off. That's really neat. Yeah, interesting change in monetization. I like it. It's a good way of monetizing, I think. I really like it. Account progression has been reworked. Yeah, it's really noticeable here in the patch now, but it's a really important point, actually. Account progression has been reworked. As a result, pet leveling has been removed, and all pets are now max level. So you start with the level 9 pet from the beginning. So there's no unfairness from the game anymore. Like, everyone has the same level pets. You could argue, obviously, that a crafted item can be better than a non-crafted item. And having the choice from different pets can be better than having only one pet, obviously. But at least you don't have a plain advantage anymore. If you had a level 9 pet went against a level 1 pet, you had a plain advantage. There was no downside to this. If you craft an item, you have a downside because you lose some stats. You gain some other stats, and it might be better overall, but you don't have a plain advantage. And so I like this change. It was pretty unnecessary that the pets leveled, especially since they did not grow up anymore. Like, in the beginning of Strife, not every one of you might know it, the pets leveled, and but they grew. Like, those skins there, like the baby skin and adult skin, that were default for later. Like, the pet started at a baby and grew up and got adult at eventually. And that was dumb from a game design standpoint, but it was cute. And you could you got affected with your not affected. You got connected to your pet and felt like, it's so cool. But since they removed that stuff, because you had to feed the pet to level it up, actually, it did not level up with your account. So since they changed that system, though, it makes sense to make all pets just level 9, because why the hell not? It's just a dumb system. So yeah, good change. I like it. Next good change, PvP rating. So you can't see your account rating anymore. Thanks, S2, making unranked again, because unranked was ranked before for the last few weeks, which was very weird. You still can find your hero rating if you go to your account screen, but you will not see it anymore in the post-game screen and pre-game screen and stuff. You really have to go look for it, and you will only find your hero rating, not your account rating anymore. As I said when I was talking about the change with the account rating the first time, I personally like to see my account rating. I think it's overall the bad decision to show it, though, because for most people most people should not see it or don't want to see it. Now we have to wait for ranked again, obviously. So we hope this will come soon. But I don't think that having the standard gameplay, making the standard gameplay ranked, is a good change or is a good solution. So I'm happy that this is gone again. As to listen to the community here, because there was a big cry out from the community that they don't want to have the games ranked, and as to listened, and yeah, thanks. Okay, some useful changes to the UI and stuff. The new loading screen finally shows player names. It doesn't even mention the patch notes. Here only it shows that it says that it shows pets now, which is very useful. But it additionally shows player names now in the loading screen. Oh, so good. I finally can deinstall or uninstall all my mods for Strife because I had one mod activated. That's what the only reason I used mods to have player names on the loading screen. I don't need it anymore. Thank you. PvP account rating has been removed from the UI. Yeah, I talked about that already. What else? Self-casting. You can self-cast now. Really cool change. I like it. I love it. Sweet. It's default on alt. So if you alt Q, you will use Q on yourself if possible. Changes to the post-game screen. After the disconnect, you can now abandon a game. This means if you leave a game, you don't have to wait 8 more minutes to join a new one. Nice, thank you. That's really good. That was really dumb. That was really dumb. That you could not join another game when you left, especially after someone else left and the game said it's free to leave now. You had to wait 8 minutes anyway. I still don't think that 8 minutes is a good timer. It should be shorter, in my opinion, my personal opinion. But yeah, this was asked for a long time and yeah, we got it. And then there's a bunch of important bug fixes. There it is. Fixed an issue that was causing Quickcast to become unbound when using Melody's Golden Gate ability. A lot of people, like I'm not a Melody player, I'd never had that, but I heard Melody players complaining about that quite a bit. And it sounds like a very annoying bug, so good that it's fixed. Fixed problems between the interaction of using Quickcast with items while your mouse was hovered over the minimap. Basically, if you have fervor boots and you Quickcast them or you cast them while your mouse is over the minimap, then the minimap will jump to that location, or your camera will jump to that location. So that's fixed. Now that's good because that was really annoying bug as well. Middle of a team fight, bam, use somewhere else. Oh, great. What else? Yeah, fix a bug that allowed you to use some CC breakers while mid-air inside of Nikolai's pile drive ultimate. That was really dumb as well, so good fix. Fix a bug that caused raised burrow bots to be visible through the fog of war and or bushes on cast. Yeah, thank you. That was super silly. And well, the rest is not that important. So yeah, that's it. That's a patch. Really great patch. Thanks S2. I have hopes again. After a bunch of really weird patches I always shake my head over the last few patches. I totally support this patch. It's great. I love it. And I will happily play it now. So thanks a lot for watching. Have fun and see ya next time.